There's a machine looking at me. What should I do? Talk to it? Hello, my friend. You're the machine. So I want to talk a bit about Candida. Every raw foodist's nightmare. It's strange. It's a strange little critter, lives inside us. We need it. We need it. He's just helping us out. They eat our sugar when we can't eat it all, basically. So it's just doing its job. When you first get into raw food and you start experiencing symptoms, that's like one of the first things people look to. It's like, oh, I got the Candida. I got that Candida. And you probably do. And you're probably experiencing symptoms. So the video today is like how to get rid of it, what's causing it, what's the deal, yo. I'll tell you. Let me tell you. So first off is fruit feeding it. That's what most people, because Candida eats sugar, fruit's full of sugar. So the reality is, yes, if you're eating a ton of fruit and you're not metabolizing the sugar, you are feeding it and you will experience symptoms. But the ironic thing about this is the best way to heal it is on a fruit diet, because the fruit's gonna clean you out. See, the thing about Candida, yes, it feeds off our sugar, but also Candida and other organisms like that, yeasts, fungus, parasites, they feed off our own waste. And fruit cleans that out faster than anything else. So, I mean, in the meantime, yeah, you're kind of feeding it, but you gotta go through that. You gotta clear out all that waste that they're living in anyway. It's the environment that they're happy in right now. And fruit's gonna get rid of that. So honestly, the best way to get rid of Candida is on a fruit diet, keeping the fat low, because a couple things you want to think about when metabolizing sugar to your best ability. Number one is getting sugar into your cell instead of hanging out in your bloodstream. So for that, you need a healthy pancreas producing insulin, and your cell can't be insulin resistant. That's when you can't get the sugar into the cell. That's all you really need to know. And you get insulin resistant when you have too much fat in the diet. That seems to be what causes it. There's other causes, but let's just focus on the food right now. So too much fat and sugar in the diet gives you insulin resistance. You can't get the sugar into your cell, then it's hanging out in the bloodstream. Candida gobble it up, and then they poo in your body and you experience crazy things. So there's that. Once the sugar's in the cell though, you gotta utilize it. That's up to your adrenal glands. They produce cortisol that metabolizes the sugar. If you got weak adrenal glands, sugar can't get metabolized into the cell, pops back out of the cell, I think. Don't quote me on this, but it's not utilized, so it's released, and then boom, Candida again. It's like they just want that sugar. So strengthen the pancreas, strengthen the adrenals. That's strengthening your sugar metabolism. Then you lower the fat in the diet as well. Here's what I've noticed. I mean, if you have too much fat in the diet, it's hard to get the sugar into the cell because it's like sticky, it coats everything. And if I eat nothing but fruit, after a couple days, any Candida symptoms, like you might experience itchiness or something like that, or getting acne, it goes away. It calms down. But you start adding in fat, especially if you have fat, say, early in the day or for lunch, and then have sugar later, or even worse, with the fat, that's when you experience problems. I'm actually starting to add more fat into my diet, and that's why I'm making this video, because right now my diet's kind of high in fruit and fat, And now I'm experiencing these things like getting itchy again, itchy scalp. It's annoying. And I know it's because I'm eating too much fat and the sugar's not getting into the cells properly, not fast enough. And it's annoying. So you gotta pick a road. Pick the fruit path or pick the fat path. There's two ways to get rid of Candida. You can do it the original way, which is the anti-Candida diet, which starves Candida of sugar. So it's basically a high-fat diet, high-fat and greens. You can do it vegan, of course, so nuts and seeds, avocados, olives, coconuts, lots of salads, green juices, and then like things that kill bacteria like garlic and herbs. Black walnut hull is one, pau d'arco. So things like that. That's one way. Starve them and kill them. The problem with this, it does work effectively and instantly. The problem with it is you're not really getting to the root cause of your sugar metabolism issues that are causing it in the first place, and the toxicity in your body. The fats and the greens aren't going to clean you out at the deepest level, and very slowly compared to fruit. So yes, you will experience a remission in your symptoms from Candida because they will die down, but you start eating sugar again, it comes back because you haven't done anything to improve it. It's like, I always think of diabetics avoiding sugar, or even in this situation, Candida, but think of someone with diabetes. Healing their diabetes on a low-carb diet is like somebody being afraid of the dark and sleeping with a nightlight on all the time. I mean, okay, they can sleep now, they're fine, but they're still deathly afraid of the dark. You're just using a light, you're using a crutch. So don't use a crutch. You can do it, but if you want to really, truly get over Candida so you can eat sugar and fruit again, you detoxify, you strengthen the pancreas, strengthen the adrenals. I've experienced it in my body. I've done both ways, and when I go back on the high fruit after high fat, I still get the problems until I stay on it. So you gotta clean out. Don't do both. Eat fruit and then fat later in the day in small amounts if you're doing the high fruit. Or if you're doing the high fat, you can't eat much fruit. You just can't. You gotta learn to burn fat for fuel, and it's a different experience. So I think we're done here. If you got the Candida, fruit diet to clear it out, starch diet ain't gonna clear it out. That's the worst. You're feeding it and not even cleaning yourself out. So don't even think of that one. Pick either the sugar or the fat, and whatever feels more comfortable for you, you do that. If you're in the tropics especially, go for the fruit. But if it's winter and you're in the northern climate, maybe the soaked nuts and seeds and veggies is the way to go. Okay, I hope that helped. That is all, my friend. Take care. Till next time.
Thanks for watching that wonderful video about
Help me, Lord, I got the Candida.
Please subscribe if you haven't done so already for some reason. Share it on your Facebook page. That sounds like fun. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And feel free to share your thoughts on the video or whatever else is on your mind down below. Ask me what to do next, and I might do it.